welcome to the Battle of the Valley, 17th annual Boys Battle of the Valley. The top basketball all-stars from the area. Hello, everybody. My name is Randy Rosenblum, set to call the play-by-play here at the South Gym, along with Eric Sondheimer from the LA Times. You know, Eric, last year we saw the East score 133 points, 133 to 111 in this game.
Hey, I always look forward to coming to this game because there's lots of scoring, and you never know which of these players will go on one day to be in the NBA. This game has produced Nick Young and Paul George, and who knows, out here tonight, we might be seeing them in a couple years.
Yeah, in fact, Paul George scored 30 points in this game. Ako Kaluna is a big-time player. He represents West Ranch and the East.
He's very big, 270 pounds. The West has nobody that matches up with him physically, so it'll be interesting to see how much he decides to go inside. I know they'll be looking for him, but 19 points and 15 rebounds during the high school season, and nobody that's going to put their fanny on him tonight is going to be interesting.
Yeah, he's big, he's physical, he's really hard to move out of the paint. There's a tremendous point guard that plays for the West out at Crespi. I know you find him as one of the exceptional players around on his way to Virginia. That's London Parantis.
Yeah, I can't believe he's finally leaving us. This is the final high school game for London Parantis. I've been watching him since his freshman year. A fabulous player. He can score, he can pass, he'll do whatever the coach and the team needs him to do. And he's one of those special players I'm looking forward to seeing his final game.
All right, Mr. Sondheimer, put on your thinking cap. Give us a prognostication. Will the West win or will the East win their third in a row?
Hey, the West has the big names. Parantis, Michael Thomas from El Camino going to Hawaii. But the East has got the big guys, so it's going to be interesting to see. I still give the edge to the West, but if they can't guard Ako, it's going to be a long night.
Yes, can Ako Kaluna be the difference for the East? We'll come back and see. The tip-off is next for the Battle of the Valley. Stay with us. The Battle of the Valley. Tip controlled by the West. They're starting KJ Moffitt, Tanner Fanjoy, Michael Thomas, London Parantis, and Max McCoy. This is Max McCoy out of Royal High School. The East has 3 threes out there. Lawrence White, Isaiah Cooper, and Linwood Foy. This ball stay at that end. Also starting is Ako Kaluna and Kevin Harris, the two from West Ranch for the Eastern Stars. The East in the dark uniforms, the West in the white. Parantis to bring it in.
This might set a record for most three-point attempts when the center has already taken a three-pointer and there's not a whole lot of size on the West team.
Rebound. Ripped down beautifully by the Eastern Stars and Lawrence White. This is a young man from Vaughn High School. They're also high on Isaiah Cooper. How about Kaluna from downtown? The three ball for Ako Kaluna.
Yes, he's going to Northern Arizona, and he can shoot the three, but at 270 pounds, I prefer you might want to get him the ball inside.
KJ Moffitt, the slasher, had it taken away. It's out of bounds to the East. Terrific play by number 3, Isaiah Cooper, to throw that one off of the Western Star and out of bounds. This is Cooper. He's got wonderful moves. Everybody raves about this guy, and Cooper's shot is no good. A rebound inside, and that one is taken down by Thomas, the El Camino star. Parantis to Fanjoy of TO, and the Lancer has a 3 ball. And we're even at 3 points.
Fanjoy can hit that 3, leave him open. He's headed to Oregon Tech.
From the side, that one rattles in and out. Good retrieve. Nice save there by Kevin Harris, but they can't convert. Get the ball back though. Harris with a layup. Nice job by Kevin. Kevin Harris, first 2 of the ball game. 5-3 for the East. Parantis in the quarter to Fanjoy. Just hit a 3, missed that one, and Harris, a great leaper, has the board. Kevin Harris is the MVP in his league. Kevin Harris is a terrific player. That's the Foothill League MVP. And the lefty with the basketball. Couldn't put the ball up and in. Harris missed there, and rebound taken by Parantis. Again, London's going to play at the University of Virginia. And an easy rebound for Kaluna. To Lawrence White. White's the lefty. Here's Kaluna. Oh, he thought about one from deep. He wants to shoot that three, doesn't he? That was a step back three. Rebound McCoy. To Moffitt. Rebound taken by the East, and they had an easy one, and it's dropped out of bounds by Lawrence White.
Boy, White is supposed to be one of the favorites in the dunk contest, so for him to miss that one, we missed out on a potential big dunk.
Played 3 minutes of the Battle of the Valley. Here's McCoy, the Royal Highlander. That's a nice drive by Thomas, and the Conquistador scores. Michael's going to the University of Hawaii.
All-city player, really has a great upside, and I look for him to be an outstanding college player.
Of course, the Conquistadors were the runner-up in Division I in the city this year to Westchester. Harris on the baseline. Very quick guard. That one a little bit short. That run down beautifully by Isaiah Cooper. Coop's shot is no good. Rebound Moffitt. Moffitt with the outlet to Fanjoy. Here comes Tanner. He globs it up there, and Thomas missed the dunk. Parantis gets it back. Fanjoy is free. Rebound Lawrence White.
Somebody in this game is going to get a lot of rebounds if they really want the ball. There's a lot of missed shots so far.
Kevin Harris on the baseline. He was impeded as he took it to the basket. McCoy to Moffitt. Moffitt made the biggest shot in the history of Alemany High School. He came in the regionals as a junior. He beat St. John Bosco in the last second. They went on to win the state championship in his junior year, but his shot beat St. John Bosco at the buzzer.
Yeah, it was an amazing shot, but he's an amazing kid. If you go talk to people, he's just a great team leader, and he will be missed at Alemany High School, which kind of struggled this year, and they're going to have to find a leadership role for somebody else next year.
Well, he had Coleman and Gersey, two superstars around him, but K.J. Moffitt was terrific for Alemany on that state championship team. He knocks down both foul shots, and the West leads by 2 here, 7-5. Isaiah Cooper up the floor with it. There are 5 players for the East tonight wearing number 3. Here's one of them, and that's Fanjoy. I'm sorry, that's Foy, Linwood Foy. Linwood Foy with the goal, and that ties it at 7. Here's Moffitt to McCoy. McCoy off the glass, no good. Rebound London Parantis. Parantis has so many different moves, working against the big fella. Has Moffitt open. Beautiful pass. Moffitt couldn't score it. Kaluna with the rebound to Harris. Harris's pass too tall and out of bounds, intended for Linwood Foy.
Saw a little bit of that London Parantis strength, is able to draw the defense on him and create the open shot for his teammate, and that's what he'll try to do at Virginia, which is in a very difficult conference, obviously the ACC, so he'll have to move up his game.
West stays with the first team. The East comes in with a second team. Jaron Martin's a player to watch. His slam dunk attempt by Thomas comes up short. Martin's in the orange uniform for the East. He's out of Chaminade, and he can really score the ball. Cody Rodino on the drive. Rodino out of Sylmar High School, played for Borda Scoto, and the Spartans were 21-14 this year. Rodino averaged 13 plus a night. Here's Parantis going to work. Rebound put in beautifully. K.J. Moffitt.
And I think that was a pass, even though it counts as a shot. He knew Moffitt was right there.
Rebound nicely done by Fanil. That's Fanil again, gets it back. This is Martin, and he can really shoot the basketball. Jaron Martin is on the way. It's good. Jaron Martin averaged 21 a game. He had 45 in a game this year against Hart. You leave him any space, he'll knock down the jump shot.
It's like old times, the Mission League battles here. Parantas against Martin. Crespi against Chaminade.
Parantas misses the three, and Martin rebounds. Jaron blown out of the backcourt to Rodino. Inside, they get the basketball to Tyler Coppin-Carter. He couldn't put it down. Curry from deep.
3-1.
Cole Curry. He averaged 20 a game. There's a layup at the other end for Fanjoy. Cole Curry's out of Crescenta Valley, and that's where he averaged those 20 a night. Martin with a touch foul, no basket.
Crescenta Valley produced some outstanding three-point shooters through the years. Brad Holland, Harvey Mason, Greg Gorgian, and Cole Curry can certainly throw it up in the tradition of Crescenta Valley.
Boy, you just threw out some pretty good names. You know, Greg Gorgian led the nation in scoring when he was at Loyola Marymount. Here comes the Western Stars. New group in there. This is Ron Lee. And he misses the jump shot. Ron Lee Jr. out of Oak Park High School. Jaron Martin back the other way with a nice look to Curry. Cole Curry can't find it. And it's taken away by Sam Cirillo of Moore Park. Cirillo's pass stolen by Curry. His outlet is beautiful, and here's a breakaway. And Fanil couldn't put it in on the dunk.
Having some problems on easy dunk possibilities. They're 0 for 2.
This is Tim Gilmore out of Palmdale. Played for the Falcons there, 6'2", 185-pounder. And Gilmore raising up. Martin has it. And Jaron is bumped and fouled by Gilmore. 12 and a half minutes to play in the half. It's a 15-11 game. Still shocked by that opening Kelowna three. Martin with the basketball, second team All-State Division III. And Rodino with the air ball. Here comes Gilmore. Timmy, an adept ball handler to Ron Lee Jr. Big-time scorers, Ron Lee Jr. His dad was a great player. Ron Lee Sr. And there's a trip as Cirillo is fouled.
There's an opportunity for someone in this game, if they decide they want to score inside, they will be able to do it. There's really nobody going inside at this point. There's a lot of chances for second efforts on the rebound, so we'll see who's smart enough and has a desire to go inside tonight, if anybody.
Jacob Finch's shot hit the top of the board, hit the wiring, and that's out of bounds. Jacob Finch is a good shooter out of Agur, averaged 15 a game. He'll play at Moore Park Community College. Here we go the other way. A wild, crazy shot tried by Coppin-Carter of Buckley, and the putback's in.
2 points.
And the Martin doing a nice job rebounding for the East. They have a 6-point lead here. Jaron all the way to Fanil, and he missed the dunk. Well, he made the layup the last time. That time he missed the dunk.
Should I start keeping track of missed dunks tonight?
Usually you do that during the dunk contest, don't you, Eric?
It's not a good sign.
No, they'll get it going. Jacob Finch will try it again. Yeah, there's Martin with those quick hands. And Rodino has an easy one. Cody Rodino. Mentioned he averaged 13 a game for Border Scotia. He also averaged 5 assists and 5 rebounds, Rodino. Spartans had a nice year. Gilmore with the layup. Off the window and in for Tim Gilmore out of Palmdale. 19-13, the East with the ball, a 6-point lead. Here's Rodino again to Cole Curry from downtown. Rebound Ron Lee Jr. Lee into the front court. Ron goes all the way. That is pocket picked beautifully by Curry, who lost it to Jacob Finch. Lee missed the layup. Finch got it back. Wild exchange. Still won't go, and finally it's tipped up and in. They'll give Ron Lee the basket.
Ron Lee really did a great job for Oak Park, put that basketball program on the map in the San Fernando Valley, competing with Oaks Christian and St. John Bosco in the division.
Fanil again. working on the glass and putting it in. 23-13, the East big here. They're playing well. And another steal. And Cody Rodino again ahead of the pack and scores. Cole Curry with a luscious assist. The East playing magnificent defense so far. That's been the difference. Ron Lee Jr. is open. He hits a three. And he can do that.
Yeah, he was practicing from NBA raids before the game, and I'm sure he will like to light up the scoreboard.
Jaron Martin from downtown. That's a three ball for Jaron Martin. Boy, he's a long-range shooter. A special player is Jaron Martin.
Yes, I just hope somebody recognizes that in the college level, because I really think he can play for somebody. I know UTEP has asked him to walk on, and he still has some opportunities he's exploring.
Well, he's got the UTEP uniform. And Rodino can't handle that one, and it's out of bounds. Jaron Martin is the Eagles' all-time leading scorer at Chaminade. Timeout on the floor. 9 minutes to play in the half. It's 26-16. The East out in front. Tonight's game is brought to you by Styling Construction. No one has our experience or billing terms. Call Mike or Curley at 818-407-1327. Also, our game is presented by the Valley Sports Foundation, making basketball dreams come true.
Yeah, so far the East has played the better defense and taken advantage of the West mistakes and some cold shooting from outside. The West is going to have to find a way to score some points, and otherwise they're going to have a long night.
Really impressed with Jaron Martin, and you thought he should be in the starting lineup. The coaches don't really worry about those things in all-star games. You were kind of surprised he wasn't in the starting lineup, but I can see why. He's a very impressive-looking player.
Yes, and he always plays well in big games. Obviously, because he's 5'9", there's some questions about the next level. But he has a very good shot. He has some versatility, and I think tonight you'll see why he's so valuable to a basketball team.
Tim Gilmore working against Perry, and Tulio Perry is another one of those threes that's in the game, along with Dom Vargas, who's another three for the East. So all five of the threes have played at different points. The West gets it back. Yes, there's five players with the number 3 on their uniform, and the bucket again for Gilmore. Tim Gilmore looks good.
Hey, all I know in past history of this game, every year there's somebody from the Antelope Valley area that surprises everybody. And so he could be that person out of Palmdale. Remember Paul George? We all thought he was a good player, but he ended up being a great player.
Here's a steal, or near steal, by Lawrence White.
Paul George out of Knight High School. Did you know he was going to be this good, Randy?
Well, I thought he'd be an NBA player. I was, able to see him play throughout his Fresno State career, so we knew he'd make the NBA. Didn't think he'd have this kind of impact. Here's Vargas. Vargas handed it off to Rogers. That one's up and in, but there's no basket. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul call. Offensive foul. Oh, took it away from him.
Yeah, the West starters will come back in. It's like a hockey game with line changes.
Yeah, the West is starting to feel a little more comfortable. And, of course, they're never out of a game when you have a backcourt with McCoy and Parantes. McCoy out of Royal. Very good assist man.
First team All-State at Royal. Here's Michael Thomas with the leaner. And the rebound to Perry out of Grant High School. Very good player for the Lancers. Scored a lot of points, averaged 20 a game there. This is Perry. He can fill it up. Played for Howie Levine. And a takeaway by KJ Moffitt. To Parantes. London surveying the floor. And that's a perfect pass. And Thomas missed a dunk. Put that one down. There's another missed dunk.
We have 5 missed dunks so far. I'm keeping track.
Well, let's see if Parantes can dunk. No, he'll just lay it up the conventional way. London's getting into it. 26-23. The East lead is 3. Kaluna to Perry. Tulio Perry with the layup. 62 threes this year for Perry at Grant. Also averaged 10 rebounds a game to go with those 20 points. Parantis with the spin move and a no-look pass to McCoy. It's tipped away. Last touch by Michael Thomas. So the East has it.
Should mention the coaches in this game. Craig Griffin, coaching the West out of Royal, and Shant McCackey out of West Ranch is coaching the East team. He's one of the best young coaches around, only 25 years old. Just gets his team to play so hard, and I've been so impressed with the way that he's built that West Ranch program. I also saw him pull off one of the great coaching moves of the year against Hart. He ran out on the court and called a timeout at the free throw line and didn't get a technical foul. There was so much noise in the game, the officials told the coaches to come out on the court, and they didn't give him a D.
Well, he was very fortunate. There's a basket there by Perry. That one rolls over the iron. Moffitt thought he should have made that one. Here's Tulio Perry again. To White, back to Perry, and he scores underneath. Tulio Perry's having a nice scoring first half. Just came in the game. Fanjoy is free. He hits. Tanner Fanjoy, the triple. Boy, you give him space, he can hurt you. And Fanjoy with the steal. Darting in front of White. Here comes Parantis between the legs. Gives it to Moffitt, and he lays it in. And the West has closed to within 4. 32-28 the East. White took an extra step. Hopefully he's okay. He got bumped hard.
Well, clearly London Parantis is focusing on assists tonight because he's passed up several shots and he's enjoying his no-look passes.
5:10 to play in the first half. The East on defense leading by 4. 32-28. Moffitt shoots in and out. Rebound Thomas, deflected away from Thomas and out of bounds. It'll stay there with the West.
Michael Thomas has so much talent, but he has to be consistent and put it together over the course of the game. We saw that in the City section season. There's these incredible moments with him, and once he figures it out, I mean, he could be a stunningly good player.
KJ Moffitt's had a very attractive opening half. Nice drive by KJ. Had to like that beautiful move to the goal. White raising up. And there's a Parantis rebound. And how about that pass down court? But White was able to get there and beat Fanjoy to the ball. Parantis nearly got it back. Some dangerous passes. Here's Dom Vargas left free. Perry rebounds. Tulio scores with the left hand. I like Tulio Perry.
Tulio Perry played for Coach Howie Levine. You know him, the guy who sings Frank Sinatra songs.
Fanjoy from 25 feet. Dom Vargas the other way. 34-30, 4 minutes to go. In a pedestrian-like Battle of the Valley. Normally they're close to 50 by now. Vargas in the lane. Rebound Perry. Boy, Tulio's battling in there. McCoy with the finger roll.
2 points.
34-32. Pass was intended for Ako Kaluna. It'll stay with the East.
Subs in on 5 for the East side.
Oh, the second 5 for the East come in.
It would be fun to hear if this game is tied late and you have Parantis versus Martin because there are several games in the Mission League that were decided by those two guys in the final seconds, and I think they'd love to go at each other in the final seconds tonight.
Martin fails there, and Parantis comes up with it. London double team. That doesn't bother him. He gives it to Moffitt. Nobody guards him, and he dunks it. KJ Moffitt.
KJ Moffitt, 10 points.
4-year starter at Alameda was Moffitt. Hit 41 threes this year. And Parantis the other way. This is Fanjoy giving it back to Parantis, and this time he gets the basket. London Parantis off the Fanjoy feed. And cleaning up nicely for the East was Linwood Foy. Linwood Foy, very physical player out of St. Genevieve. Parantas and Moffitt in that backcourt. And Moffitt with the air ball.
Just the outside. Your range.
Kevin Harris from the corner. Harris with a good feed inside. Unfortunately, it was lost. And in the final 2:15, the West has it back in a 36-36 draw. McCoy from way downtown, a 27-footer for Max McCoy.
Hey, his coach is on the bench. If he knew he could shoot from that far, he probably would have let him do that in the high school season.
Well, the Highlanders won 25 games inside the basket. The deuce for Kevin Harris, the Foothill League MVP, who's headed to UC San Diego. 39-38. The West has the ball in the 1-point lead.
I really like the unselfishness out here. A lot of people having fun trying to make passes.
Going to the basket and drawing the fouls, Michael Thomas. I mentioned they were the runner-up to Westchester this year, his El Camino team. As a junior, El Camino was a Division II team, and they won the city title at D2. It's a 40-38 lead for the West. Again, they've lost the last 2 games. East won last year, 133-111. 2 years ago, it was 112-101. Last time the West won was in 2010, 87-84. Here's Jaron Morton with a great feed inside. Foy missed the dunk. Martin is open for 3. Jaron Martin. Again, he's second team All-State Division III. We're even at 41. Martin's been as good as anybody on the floor. Here's Max McCoy. Missing the layup. He hits a 27-footer and he missed the layup. And out of Vaughn was normally an easy dunk for Cooper. And Martin, nobody guards him. Tipped up beautifully by Rodino. Nice play by Cody Rodino. And Moffitt dunks again. 43 is the time. Kevin Harris for 3. Jaron Martin will take it to the goal. Reverse is spectacular. That's the shot of the night. Jaron Martin. And he gets a steal. Martin again. 2 more for Jaron Martin. 47-43. Martin's given the East the lead again in the final 15 seconds of the half.
Come on, fans, I need you cheering them on.
Down to 10 seconds remaining.
London ain't got no range. She don't have no range.
Parantas, he sees the clock with 3 seconds, a 30-footer. The half has ended. Your score at the break is the East 47, the West 43. Jaron Martin was spectacular.
Yes, he had 12 points and really was under control.
At the half, it's the East on the acrobatic efforts by Jaron Martin late in the half with a 47-43 lead over the West.
All right, I'm here with the freshly minted slam dunk champion, KJ Moffitt from Bishop Alameda High in the north end of the San Fernando Valley. And hey, easiest and dumbest question, if it's a question, is congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
What kind of planning do you do to try to win this thing?
I just kind of see what I can do, but just in practice, just messing around afterwards and seeing what my best dunk is, and then I just go out there and try and execute.
So this is your last game as a high school guy. It was a tough year for Alameda, but you were a big part of their state championship run a year ago. Talk a little bit about what you're going to remember in your time at Alameda.
I'm going to remember that state championship run because I was injured half the year with I had 2 ankle injuries, and I came back and made the game-winning shot against St. John Bosco, and that's one of the things that kept me going and motivated because I was out half the season, and to come back and do something as big as that was really big for me.
I remember that was in the big arena in Ontario to get you to Sacramento where you prevailed in the state finals. So some great memories from high school, and what's next for you?
I'm just trying to make it to play college basketball. Not sure where I'm going 100% yet, but just trying to get there and play hopefully Division I.
Well, hey, if you need tape of your slam dunk contest win, we'll send it anywhere you want.
All right, thank you.
Well, hey, that's KJ Moffitt, the slam dunk champ.
At halftime, the East has a 47-43 advantage over the West, but it was the West KJ Moffitt that won the slam dunk contest. Eric, he was sensational.
Yes, he's had a great first half, winning the dunk contest and also scoring 12 points. And this is the way he does these things. He comes through in the big games. He was there for Alameda during his 4 years, and I'm not surprised. He's playing relaxed and having fun out there. That's what you need to do in these all-star games.
How often do you see a player dominate the slam dunk contest? He easily defeated Michael Thomas in the finals.
Well, I have some questions about Michael Thomas's.
It was domination, though.
No. Michael Thomas's choice for dunks were in question. But he definitely won. Give KJ credit. But if I was advising Michael Thomas, I would revise his dunks. He needs to just stick to the windmill dunks.
What do you advise the West to do to win the second half, as the East has a 47-43 advantage as we look forward to the second half?
I would have a talk with London Parantes and tell him he needs to do a little more scoring besides being the facilitator, and the West needs to play a little better defense. It's still a pretty even game.
Jaron Martin got the last 4 points of the first half for the Eastern Stars to give him the lead. He was splendid.
Yeah, very good player. This is really a Mission League battle. Moffitt from Alameda, Parantes from Crespi. You have Martin from Chaminade, and Tanner Fanjoy, I thought, did a good job from Thousand Oaks, and Tulio Perry had 8 points for the East team out of Grant.
Now the East has a 47-43 lead. Stay with us. The second half is next.
I think you can feel the tension here because at All-Star games, all the tension comes out because there's so much at stake, right? This is Shant Pakaki from West Ranch and also Craig Griffin from Royal, the two head coaches. And guys, Craig, I'll start with you first. How different is it coaching in a game like this?
Just a little bit. I think you throw out a lot of the regular rules and just kind of go with the flow.
Is this the kind of game, Shant, where you just throw out the ball and say, go play, guys?
Well, we tried to put in a couple plays and it didn't work, so I said, you know what, just play. Just if someone's open, pass it. If not, just shoot it. So.
And will either of you guys ever coach this much talent at your respective schools?
I hope so. Maybe next year.
But in both of those cases, they have to enroll at your school, and you just have to hope that you get this much skill. Huh?
Yeah, well, hopefully there are juniors coming up next year.
So what you're really saying is you got all your JV guys and got them out here and said, yeah, I want you to be like these guys.
Exactly.
All right, well, hey, Shant, in all seriousness, what do you appreciate about your squad?
Number one, that they all know how to play, and they're all athletic. They can all play basketball, so you know, they make a coach like me look really good when they miss shots and they just go up there and get a tip jam, so that helps.
And Craig, are you drawing up plays, or is it mostly just kind of letting them go?
Just let them go. Let them have a good time. I think that's what it's about.
Now, I'll ask either of you guys this. You've probably been to All-Star games watching it as other guys coached it, and you thought, how am I going to do it differently? Well, I don't know. Is it different now that you're here instead of watching another guy do this?
This is my first one that I've ever been to, so I'm sure everybody does it the exact same way.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it on TV with the NBA guys, and I don't know how they do it. So I'm sure it's the same way. I'm sure there's not too many plays being involved. So.
All right, so you can tell these guys really don't like each other. It's a tight game. They're scheming. They're making nice for the camera, but you know what? They've got their fingers crossed behind their backs. There's a lot of tension here, as you can tell, right, guys?
Oh, yeah, we're getting already. Assistants have already started breaking down some film for the second half, trying to figure things out.
You're measuring free throw percentage?
We have that, yeah. We're ready for, who we're going to foul from the East if it gets down into the last 8 minutes or so.
All right, fellas. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the second half, and may the best coach who's not really coaching win.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, here we go. On with the second half.
East inbounds the ball with a 47-43 lead as we begin the second half. Perry.
He did a whole song.
That one was partially deflected by Ron Lee. Isaiah Rogers' ball is tipped away, and unfortunately for the West, they're out of bounds. Sam Cirillo was standing on that line. East will trigger it in with Isaiah Rogers. This is Cole Curry. Has a sweet stroke, does Curry, out of Crescenta Valley. Not that time. The follow is up and in. Vondell Fanil. Tim Gilmore the other way with a strong drive. He couldn't put it in. And here comes the Eastern Stars. Perry's going to take it away from the basket. Tulio had his pocket picked by Gilmore. And his pass intended for Schlackert is out of bounds.
Well, that long break from the dunk contest has the teams a little bit struggling here at the outset.
There's always a lull after that slam dunk contest. Tulio Perry attacking. That one wouldn't drop. Here comes Sam Cirillo in the corner. Schlackert can't hit it. Rebound beautifully done by Fanil. Curry, the Crescenta Valley star, out to Tulio Perry. Well, it's been a cold start for both teams here in the second half. Gilmore for three. Schlackert with a nice job there getting the ball back. And a follow, and that doesn't fall for Jacob Finch. Isaiah Rogers chases it, but it's over the baseline and out of bounds. Boy, it's been ragged in the first minute 45.
Good word there, Mr. Rosenblum. Ragged, an appropriate word here. They got to settle down and play like all-stars.
Here's Ron Lee Jr. into the forecourt. And he dropped it. Unfortunately for him, it went to his teammate Tim Gilmore. Gilmore blows right around Curry, and Tim scores easily. The Palmdale Falcon. 49-45. There's a lob and an easy layup. Nicely done again by Vondell Fanil. Lee Jr. Schlackert tries to follow off of his hands. A steal by Lee. Ron Lee for three. Can't get it. Vondell did a nice job cleaning off the glass. Curry with the reverse layup. The ball's just not going in at the frequency that we're accustomed to seeing in these Battle of the Valleys.
They continue to throw up shots in a rapid fashion, and if they ever start going in, the score will definitely pick up. But the West has decided to kind of go with its second unit here to start the second half, and that's probably a strategy that they hope will pay off in the end.
Remember, the East won last year with 133 points in this game. Lee loses the handle, and it's out of bounds. Another turnover. The East will get it back. Tyler Kopp and Carter out of Buckley. What a year Buckley had. They were the CIF champions in Division 5 AA. For Mike Hamilton, they went 26-7. There's one that falls for Isaiah Rogers, the captain of the Birmingham Patriots. Oh, Jacob Finch is free, and he gets two.
2 points.
55-47, the East leading. Tulio Perry going right down Main Street, couldn't score. Schlackert the other way. To Ron Lee, and he missed the layup. Tipped away and out of bounds to the Eastern Stars. Just waiting for these teams to explode.
Yes, it's good to see their high school coaches coming out to support them. I saw Russell White from Crespi and Trey Meeks from Alamany giving some loyalty to this new graduates here soon.
Nice reverse layup from J.D. Schlackert of Oak Park High School, 6'5" forward. 55-49. Curry running the baseline. That's a slick pass. And another basket for Vondell Fanil.
Fanil out of Knight High School. Remember I said there's always somebody who shows up out of the Antelope Valley.
Gilmore's shot no good. There's Fanil again with the rebound. Vondell's played a terrific game. Perry finds Curry. He's open for three. Cole Curry averaged 20 a game for Crescenta Valley, and he can knock them down.
You know, if his name was C-U-R-R-Y instead of C-U-R-R-I-E, we'd had some fun with that.
There's a layup at the other end for Cirillo. Cirillo had 30 against Golden Valley. What made that such a remarkable night for the Moore Park Star, he had 28 in the first half in that game. Sam Cirillo can score. 60-51. And again, no one is picking up Fanil inside.
The East has taken advantage of the lack of size and inside presence for the West, and they're smartly starting to score some points inside.
Ron Lee Jr. looking to go one-on-one against Tulio Perry, shoots over him. Now there's Curry boarding for the East, and he's hand-checked and fouled by Gilmore. Are you surprised right now that the East leads by 11?
It may not last long because the big timers are back in there. But the East has come out and started to score inside. I've been waiting all night for someone to start doing that.
Ako Kaluna on the baseline, scores! Boy, how did he control that ball? And he was able to kiss it high off the glass and score.
I see you, Cleveland. I see you over there.
Schlackert shot in and out. Lee with the follow.
Two more. That was Ron Lee.
Cody Rodino out of Silmar. And this is Jaron Martin, who was so impressive in the first half. Dominic Vargas. And the Kennedy Golden Cougar misses. Lee with a beautiful pass to Finch on the baseline. Ron Lee with the assist, Jacob Finch with the goal.
Jacob Finch.
Jaron Martin back the other way. Ako Kaluna with a step back three.
Ako had to show him some range. I see you.
Finch for three. Rebound Schlackert, great try, but it couldn't control it. Here comes Dominic Vargas to Cody Rodino. May have taken an extra step, they don't call it, and Cody has the layup.
Cody's a very good finisher, played for Borda Scoto out at Silmar. Silmar was kind of a disappointment this year. I thought they would win a city title.
Solid rebound by Lee. Run out of the corner. Beautiful shot. The three ball from Ron Lee. 64-48. The East lead is at 6. $13-10 to play in the game.
Ron Lee Jr. showing some signs of life here in the second half.
Dominic Vargas came up short. We have a foul. It's on Lawrence White. Timeout on the floor. We can tell you that today's game is brought to you by Styling Construction. No one has their experience or billing terms. And by the Valley Sports Foundation, making basketball dreams come true. Of course, they put this game together. Jack Pollan organizing the game for Murad Siam. Murad's been the backbone of this game all 17 years. There's London Parantas, unable to finish. He was right at the iron. Vargas in the open court. And Moffitt, our slam dunk champion, has it. KJ with a nice feed. Thomas is rejected, taken out of there by Cody Rodino. To Kaluna, who lobs it to White, who dunks it. White was in the slam dunk contest. He didn't win it, but he was able to flush that one. And here's a steal by Kaluna, the big fella the other way. To Martin. Martin's lob too high for Kaluna that time. Thomas has McCoy. Back to Thomas, and he jams it in. The flush by Michael Thomas. White misses. Kaluna puts it in. Ako Kaluna. And Kaluna starting to take over.
Yeah, we're finally getting to see some real dunks here during the game because they missed 7 in the first half.
68-60, the East leading. Fanjoy throws it away. Wanted to hit Thomas. Rodino was able to make the play, but unfortunately Cody threw it too far down the court and out of bounds.
KJ's going to make a move here.
Forgot the basketball.
He needs the basketball.
We all do. Rodino, another lob. Kaluna. Brilliant block by Thomas. Michael Thomas. Here's Parantis. Finding Max McCoy. That's good defense by White getting back on McCoy. McCoy takes it to the basket and scores anyway. Able to elude Lawrence White. Max McCoy. Here's Kaluna free. Oh, he missed it, or he would have had a dunk.
I still think the West is very much capable of winning this game. You just have to put it together several times down court. A little consistency would be very helpful for them.
Tanner Fanjoy from downtown. And McCoy will try it. How about Parantis to Thomas, and the southpaw misses. Oh, nobody down against White. He'll dunk it. Yes. Tremendous outlet pass by Kaluna. Ako Kaluna with a wonderful throw down the court.
Yeah, that's one of his strengths. He's outlet passes. He can do a great job in that at Northern Arizona next season.
Parantis battling and had it tapped away. Last touch by Dominic Vargas of the Eastern Stars. 70-62. Normally the winner gets to at least 100 in this game. Last year was 133-111. Max McCoy, a little too strong. Here comes Cody Rodino with the spin move. And the West with numbers. Fanjoy from deep. The 3 ball for Tanner Fanjoy.
That's his 3rd 3-pointer of the night.
Kaluna's empty with that one. West to within 5. Fanjoy on the run. Rebound, Parantis. He's got it. A favorable roll for London Parantis. It's a 3-point game. Martin the other way. That's no basket. Ako Kaluna interfered with the ball in the cylinder.
Media timeout, media timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 9:43 remains. It could be a tight one.
We're getting to that point where the competitiveness will start to kick in, and that's where things are going to get really interesting to see some of these players who are kind of just having fun, smiling. Then they say, okay, we really want to win this game, and that's where we're going to have some interesting plays.
You think they may play some defense in the final 10 minutes?
Well, if they want to win, they will play some defense. But we're seeing a little bit of the potential out there of some of these players. Michael Thomas, he's got that great ability there. It's just not there totally. And then you can see Kaluna. He's got some nice skills that will fit in well at Northern Arizona.
Again, we want to thank our corporate sponsors, Style and Construction and Valley Sports Foundation, for their presentation of our show tonight. Randy Rosenbaum with Eric Schottenheimer of the LA Times. Big game, Jake Downey on the court with our interviews in this Battle of the Valley, the 17th edition. With a 3 ball, the West could get even here. They're down 3 at 70-67. Thomas and 1. Oh, they could get 3 the old-fashioned way and tie the game.
Yes, I think he's decided to focus right now. You haven't asked me about next season, Randy. We haven't even
still
gone
got
over.
a few minutes. We got 9.5 minutes
Sure,
left.
everybody's waiting to hear who will be the top teams for 213, 214.
Isn't it always modern day? Tied at 70. All right, who are your top teams?
Are we talking about the San Fernando Valley? Are we talking Southern California? You gotta give me
You
a
can give us
definition.
whatever you want. Here's a Parantis theft. London to Fanjoy. West leads by 3 on the triple by Tanner Fanjoy.
4 3-pointers for Tanner Fanjoy going to Oregon Tech.
And the West is on quite a run here to grab this 3-point lead. Kevin Harris had it poked away. And the runner is going to drop finally for Isaiah Cooper. Boy, he was able to float that up and in nicely. West lead is 1. Parantis. Here comes the East. Rogers on a break. Harris able to save it beautifully. Isaiah from the corner. Here comes Parantis the other way for the Western Stars. He gives it to Fanjoy, who gives it to Moffitt, who lays it in. Great teamwork there in the open court by the Western Stars.
Yeah, the West is finally starting to feel comfortable.
75-72. That one's a little bit short for Cooper. Nice takeaway by Harris, and Parantis picked his pocket, but we have a foul.
For next year, Randy. Have to start out with modern day. Stanley Johnson's back, trying to win a 4th consecutive state title. Etiwanda has Jordan McLaughlin back, one of the top point guards around. I think Loyola's going to be very good in a very tough mission league with Chaminade. Has Jack Williams and Trevor Stanback back. They can get a point guard. They're going to be very good. The usual suspects in the city section is El Camino Real and Westchester.
Can't argue with that. As Perry was able to guide it back in for the East. We have a 1-point game here, the West leading. Moffitt. Rebound. Thomas, beautiful score going to the ground. He's able to put it in. Michael Thomas coming alive. 77-74. That's quite a drive by Foy. Then we got it back, and we have a foul before the shot.
I'm looking forward to this summer, the Fairfax tournament at the end of June. We have all these top teams will be out there at Fairfax High and get an early sneak peek. Last year was we got to see Palm Beach Poly playing El Camino Real and really show both teams are going to be very good.
After Stanley Johnson, who's the best player in the area?
Well, you have to go with Jordan McLaughlin or Parker Jackson Cartwright. You know, I like McLaughlin a lot. Still hasn't decided his school yet. Parker Jackson Cartwright is going to Arizona. And there will be some new players coming up. Very good young players. You know, Daniel Hamilton out of St. John Bosco has great potential. I like Tyler Dorsey a lot out of St. John Bosco. He'll be a junior.
We have a tie-up along the near sideline. What about the best players in the city?
El Camino Real is certainly loaded. They have Julian Richardson back, Malik Haynes, Evan Wardlow. Westchester will have some players coming back.
West Side. Hey, Cleveland, do you know this?
Yeah, Nick Hamilton, very good inside player. Well, we got a ball game here. The West by 3 at 77-74. The East led at halftime 47-43. What's led to the turnaround in the second half?
I just think the West is getting a little more serious out there. They're cut down on the turnovers, and they're doing a little better job rebounding and making it less easy baskets out there. This group that they have out there is very effective with Parantis and Max McCoy, and then Thomas has picked it up along with Moffitt. So it's all up to them if they really want to win it. They have to just play some defense. You were joking about playing defense, but that's what it will take to win this game.
Cleveland cheerleaders. Hey, Cleveland cheerleaders, you know this one?
One of the players I've been impressed with is Linwood Foy out of St. Genevieve. He scored a school record 39 points in one game there, and Linwood's a very solid-looking player, averaged 19 points a game at St. Genevieve. Well, the inbounds pass, the West turns it over. So the East, with a three-point ball, could tie the game. This is Rogers. Isaiah being hounded by Cirillo. Tulio Perry against the double team. And he's in trouble. And they tie him up.
Hey, that was the two Oak Park kids doing some double teaming, playing defense. That was Slackard and Ron Lee Jr.
Yeah, the East gives it away. 6:43 to play. Will we get to 100?
I think we will. Somebody needs to make some threes here.
Crazy attempt after the steal. Magnificent effort by Kevin Harris. Again, he's the Foothill League MVP. Played for the West Ranch Wildcats, who were 21-7 this past year. He's a 6'1" guard, and he's going to the free throw line.
What I remember about this past season was the great fan involvement. There were some terrific crowds and home crowds, whether it's Chaminade, The Cage, Oak Park, West Ranch, Hart. They were all over the place, and it was fun to go to these games and just see the crowd support.
Finch runs it down in the corner. Tim Gilmore. His pass slapped away, but Tim able to retrieve. No look pass, and it really surprised Sam Cirillo. And in all honesty, I don't know how you would expect a teammate to know that that's coming. .6:15 to play. Harris shot too strong. There's a nice rebound up and in. Again, it's Linwood Foy. He's a nice player out at St. Genevieve. We're even at 77. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the West.
You know, Foy also is a very good football player, and you can see by his physicality, he uses that in basketball too.
Sure does have a muscular build. Gilmore out of the corner. Schlackert. JD with a nice drive, and he draws the foul. JD's going to the free throw line, looking to give the West the advantage. 5:50 to play. 77 is the deadlock.
JD Schlackert, great kid, had a growth spurt in high school, was really this tiny player, and he's leaving with some ability down the road if he's still growing, and it'll be interesting to see what he does with that.
JD gives his team the lead at 78-77.
78 for the east side, number 22, Tyler
Coppin Carter in for Tulio Perry for the Eastern Stars. Of course, Coppin Carter is one of the stars. We mentioned it earlier for Buckley, which had such a sensational CIF championship year. Schlackert gives his team a 2-point lead. 79-77. Hold on, we're going to the wire on this one. Isaiah Cooper. And he's hand-checked and fouled. And it was Schlackert that got him. Cooper averaged 21 a game. He has tremendous athletic ability. Played for Vaughn Charter, which is in the San Fernando Valley in San Fernando. West getting a little bit more serious about their defense. Foy comes up short. And a great theft. Schlackert lost it to Harris.
It's becoming a good game, guys. It's a 2-point game.
Open look, and it's good. The 3-ball for Tyler Coppin Carter. 80-79, the East by 1. Schlackert from deep. Yes. So Schlackert answered.
You can see the teams and the players are bearing down. They know it's getting close here. Time is running out, and we're seeing the competitiveness come out.
82-80, the West leading from the side. That one is no good by Rogers. Gilmore the other way with 4:45 to play. Gilmore with a no-look pass to Cirillo, and he's hammered by Harris, and that's all Harris could do, or Cirillo would have had a layup.
Really, when I hear the name Cirillo, I think back to Jeff Cirillo, one of the greatest baseball players in the Valley
I knew you
history.
would get to baseball in
Providence High School, played in the major leagues. Anytime I hear the name Cirillo, I wonder if they're related.
So it's the game for the east side, number 0.
Well, the East is coming back with some firepower. Rodino, Coluna, and Martin are all re-entering.
Yeah, we're going to have the nice Mission League battle here. I foresee that.
Cirillo trying to stretch it to 3 points and does. 83-80 is the advantage for the West. They've outscored the East by 7 so far in the second half. 4:35 remaining in regulation. And there's the drive of the basket, beautifully done by Isaiah Cooper. So Coop took it to the goal. It's a 1-point game at 83-82. East pressuring the ball, and they pick up a foul in the backcourt. Well, I'll tell you this, Cody Rodino working hard on defense. He picked up the personal foul. The ball to be inbounded at midcourt by the West. Schlackert from the side. Finch does a nice job. Cirillo from downtown. This time, Kaluna there to bring it down. And the big fella can handle it. To Martin. Martin with the left hand off the glass and in. Oh, what a beautiful acrobatic shot on that floater by Jaron Martin. The East by 184-83 with 4 minutes to play. Finch, the reverse is good.
The reverse from the birthday boy himself, Jacob Finch.
Cooper
He's got his back on the ball. Here we go.
sends it out. Rodino couldn't put it in. 85-84, the West with a scant 1-point lead. Schlackert hits again. JD's playing great down the stretch.
Scott Woods.
Got an assist from his Oak Park teammate, Ron Lee Jr.
They're calling him Scott Woods because Scott Woods was supposed to wear that number and is an injured player from Royal that's not playing. So on the PA, they've had his name incorrect all night, but it is Schlackert. Here, Martin knifing in, scores the bucket with an eel-like move. 86-85, back the other way, a deuce for Cirillo. 89-86, the West by 3 as we duck under 3 to play. Martin for the tie. The West has it and a 3-point lead. Lee's pass, errant and out of bounds.
All right, game on here. The West brings in its starting lineup. And now it's a 3-point game. It's going to come down to playing some defense, getting some rebounds, and making some good passes.
89-86, the West on defense, and White leading the East with the ball. A 3-ball could tie it. Don't really need the 3, but they have the capacity to knock them down from deep. Ako Kaluna had it slapped away and out of bounds. It'll stay with the East.
Good job playing the pick and roll there for the West.
Ball's out of bounds to the East.
89-86. Here's Martin with the crossover and the jump shot. Kaluna with the tip. And Thomas with the rebound. Kaluna getting back defensively yet again. To Rodino. And Cody missed the layup. Oh, Cody was right there. Could have made it a 1-point game. Michael Thomas. Someone was kicked out of bounds by the East.
I call a timeout and tell the West players, get the ball in the hands of London Parantas. He'll take care of everybody. They're hurrying a little too much, and now they put it in London's hand. He'll take care of getting them a shot.
Max McCoy, Tanner Fanjoy. And here's your guy, London Parantas. Parantas double teamed, then triple teamed. And Moffitt had it slapped away. Beautifully done by Cody Rodino. Minute 45 left. Curry. That's no good, and the West will get it back. Leading by 3. Parantas to Fanjoy. The 3's on the way, and good. 5 threes for number 5, Tanner Fanjoy. 92-86, and that was a huge hit for the West. Rodino. Curry to answer. Can't get it, and there's Fanjoy to rebound. Boy, that was a huge basket from Tanner Fanjoy. And Moffitt underneath scores. And the West has pulled away for an 8-point lead. Martin with a beautiful reverse layup. We're going to have a timeout called by the East, but they're down 94-88 here with exactly 1 minute to play.
And that was all about getting the ball in the hands of Parantas, and would be able to feed it to Fanjoy and KJ Moffitt. And that's what a point guard does, and that's why the West has the lead right now. We'll see if the East can put some pressure on and create some turnovers here in the last minute.
It's also a very curious situation because in an all-star game, you always like to attack. We'll see if the West runs clock or if they continue to just take quick shots.
Right. And the big surprise tonight has been Tanner Fanjoy. I mean, we all knew he was a good shooter in the Vermonte League, but to come out in an all-star game like this and make 5 3-pointers is very impressive, and Oregon Tech's got to be thrilled.
And he hit the biggest three of the game. 94-88. The West has the ball in a 6-point lead. The East will press, trying to force a turnover. They trap and they take it away. Curry with the steal. Martin for 3. He's fouled. Oh, the cardinal sin. You don't foul a player on a jump shot from beyond the arc. And Martin gets 3 charities. And just like that, the East may have a look at the ball game.
I think they want a close ending just for you, Randy, to be on television here.
Well, here's Jaron Martin. These are critical, and he missed the first one. Still plenty of time, 55 seconds left. Tighten that belt buckle. It's going to be close at the stretch, huh?
It's going to be close where they get to 100.
Well, you said they would. 94-89. 94-90.
4-point game, guys. 4-point game, guys. Here we go.
Again, they'll press. They just forced a turnover. Nearly another one. Parantes is fouled. Well,
all right, it's going to be 1-1.
1-1 for London Parantes. And he's normally pretty reliable here. Big time scorer, playing for Russell White at Crespi. Again, he's on his way to the University of Virginia.
No miss.
He was the captain of the Celts. Russell White's team went 23-10 this year with Parantes leading the way. And he drills the first one and earns the bonus. London hit 62 threes, 20 points a game, and was an 82% foul shooter. He's money at the line.
Crespi was so tough to beat at the end of games because of him.
He hits 1 of 2, but a steal by Moffitt. Anticipating the pass. And it's looking mighty good for the West. Last touch by Lawrence White of the East. West has a comfortable 5-point lead. There's the foul by White. Moffitt was able to complete the shot, but he's got to go to the line and earn it after being fouled. It'll be another 1-1 for KJ Moffitt. He averaged 10 points a game at Alameda, but that really doesn't say the story. He was an emotional leader for that basketball team over the years. Undecided on where he's going to play next. He missed the free throw. Kaluna gives it to Martin. They have to hurry. Down 5 with a half a minute. White for 3. In and out. That would have made it interesting. Thomas at the other end slams it in. That should ice it for the West. 97-90. Martin with 20 seconds to go will take a 3. And the West now has it wrapped up. This is Tanner Fanjoy. Parantes to give him 100. Trying to make your prediction correct.
Darn, I was close.
Curry for 3. That's from out in a different area code. Well, if they hit this one, well, McCoy had a look at it. Final score is 97-90 for the West.
Well, 20 points for Jaron Martin on the East, and I think Tanner Fanjoy will probably get my vote for MVP. 5 3-pointers and made that critical 3-pointer there late.
We'll come back, meet our MVP, and wrap it up right after this. 97 for the West, 90 for the East. So the first time in 3 years, the West is the winner in the Battle of the Valley. We'll be back for the postgame in just a moment.
A neat thing about this game is a lot of these players are going to big-time college basketball programs. We have absolutely no idea where this young man is going. It wouldn't happen to say so on his shirt. He's still undecided, right? This is Scott Woods from Royal High in Simi Valley, and thanks for being with us.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Thank you.
So since we don't have any foreshadowing about where he might be going to college, where are you going to college?
Stanford University.
Strangely enough, it says that on his shirt as well. Why Stanford?
It's a great opportunity there, especially with basketball and academics. And it's a great mix. That's what I was looking for college, a good Division I basketball school with great academics.
And why are you not playing in this game?
I'm slightly injured and also kind of resting for league finals for track on Monday.
Two good reasons for him not to be playing in an all-star game, which matters not at all as far as the final result goes, but good to be here and to bond with your buddies, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice seeing especially some of my former teammates from the AAU season and from high school. It's good to see them all play together, and it's just seeing everyone in the area back playing again.
All right. Talk a little bit about what being in an all-star game like this can do for a guy who, isn't on people's radar screens, because you're probably rooting for the guys that maybe don't have a ride yet, huh?
I'm not really rooting for anyone. I just want to come out here and watch. I mean, it'd be good if people get noticed, but I'm figuring like if they're here, I'm sure they're pretty noticeable.
Do you sometimes shake your head and appreciate the talent on the floor?
Oh yeah, it's incredible, especially growing up and seeing all these guys kind of get picked out of the best, get filtered through, and now here we are, seniors in high school, and it's just the best of us.
Well, Scott, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
That's Scott Woods going to Stanford from Royal High in Simi Valley. Randy, Eric, back to you.
Well, the West has broken through in the 17th Battle of the Valley with an impressive second-half display, and they defeat the East 97-90 behind 17 points, 5 threes from the MVP, Tanner Fanjoy. You hit that one right on the button, Eric Sideheimer.
Well, Fanjoy took advantage of the fact he had some very good point guards getting him the ball, and the West did a great job considering they had very little size. Michael Thomas, their one center, came through in the second half very impressively.
Speaking of Tanner Fanjoy, he's standing by with our big game, Jake Downey.
All right, Randy, thanks. And I'm here with the MVP of the game, Tanner Fanjoy. Great name and a great night here with 20 points, including a whole pile of three-pointers. Entertaining game. You guys win at 97-90. And, hey, in a game where everybody can play, you shine the brightest. Tell me what that feels like.
It's a great feeling. I just came in here looking to have some fun, enjoy some good basketball with my friends, and that's what I did. I just went out and played.
So it seemed like every time you dropped in a three, you had a salute for your teammates. You want to show me what that is?
Yeah, they made me do this, which is like a three sign. I was getting yelled at unless I did it, so that's what I had to do.
Well, you don't want to let down your guys in a game like this, huh?
No, definitely not. Just sparked everyone.
Even though you might not see them for a while, if there was practice on Monday, they'd make you do push-ups?
Hopefully not. I definitely hope not.
Well, hey, fun thing about an all-star game like this is, not much defense. Everybody can just kind of play. So talk about playing with this much talent.
It's a whole different atmosphere. You're playing with everyone that's bigger than you and just as athletic and just as skilled, and it's so much fun because you can trust everyone with the ball, and it's a great atmosphere.
How did your season go at Thousand Oaks?
We did really well. We made it to semifinals in CIF and second round in state, and we had some big goals this year, came up a little short, but it was a great finish.
What's next for you?
I'm playing basketball at Oregon Tech next year for Coach Danny Miles.
Oregon Tech?
Yes.
All right. What division of basketball is that?
It's NAIA.
All right.
Yeah.
So it was important for you to play basketball in college?
Oh, definitely. That was my goal growing up, and I accomplished it with a full ride, and I'm really looking forward to it this fall.
All right, did your folks load up on the rain slicks?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Well, hey, this is our MVP. Congratulations once again. 20 points, helping the West pull out a 97-90 defensive struggle.
Yeah. It was a good win. I'm really glad we got to come out with the win.
Congratulations again, and Randy, back to you.
Thank you.
So, Eric, what was the difference in the second half for the West to win this game? They were down by 4 at halftime and outscored the East by 11 in the second half.
Yeah, they started playing much better defense. Michael Thomas got in the game with some rebounding, some inside play, and the guards just did a very good job taking care of the ball, and Fanjoy made that three-pointer late in the game that I think just took the win out of the East. The East played very well behind Jaron Martin very competitive game, but I just thought when the game was on the line late, you saw the top players starting to come through.
And the East really had some opportunities down the stretch.
Yeah, there were some definite opportunities, but overall, I just think that the West players, when the game was on the line, they really showed what they could do.
Who surprised you the most here?
Fanjoy surprised me the most. I'd seen him during the Vermonte League season, but to do it in an all-star setting is very good. He's going to Oregon Tech and NAIA school, and I think they got a steal out of him. I think Michael Thomas has so much potential. One day he's going to put it all together, and we're going to say we got to see him play in high school. It's not there yet, but someday it will get there.
And Michael Thomas is on his way to the University of Hawaii. Eric, was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Randy. Good to be back. Hopefully we'll be back next year.
Yeah, we've done it for a long time. Of course, this was the 17th Battle of the Valley. Want to thank our entire JD Media crew. We also want to thank the Valley Sports Foundation for their sponsorship, along with Styling Construction in the San Fernando Valley, Styling Construction in Chatsworth. And for Eric Sondheimer and Big Game Jake Downey, I'm Randy Roosevelt, reminding you the final score once again is the West 97, the East 90 in the 17th Battle of the Valley. So long for now.